Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 7. This week we will be working on module 7. So, what I would like to do before I start module 7 to go over module 6, which was last week. We did submit the observation number 1. So, give yourself a big pat on the back. You completed observation 1, and I have to share with you back years ago when I took this course. Observation 1 for me was the most difficult. So, the rest are going to be very easy, a lot of learning going on, but they should be a little more um, simplistic for you to complete now that you have completed your observation 1. I will be grading those within the next few days, so look for grades. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me on those. Again, I always give you the comments, detailed comments, so that if you do want to make another resubmission, I do allow that as well. So, and I only give you about 24 hours to do so. So make sure you are looking at your comments and you're reading those emails. Okay. You should be checking those daily, actually. So diving into Module 7, we are going to be reading Chapter 7 in our textbook. And when you're reading Chapter 7, please look for these 5 main points. Look for discussing how to observe children's language and speech through conversation. Explain the differences between speech, both receptive and expressive language. You're going to be looking at the progression of language development in Chapter 7. Also, you're going to learn our role as educators in language development. What do we need to do to be an effective educator to help children grow in their language development? You also will be examining the ways we can help all children with language development. Okay, so make sure you look for that when you're reading. And you also, this week, the SLO will be discussing is again the applications of observations as assessment tool. So you're going to be looking at the strengths and the characteristics and the limitations. Okay, and then to be successful within this module, again, you're going to want to read chapter 7. You're going to look for those key points I just mentioned. You are going to review any videos and the PowerPoints that I provide for you within the module. And you're going to want to complete your quiz by Friday. And again, you get 2 attempts on the quizzes. They are with 10 points, and they are due Friday by 11:59 p.m. And then the discussion board this week is tied within what we're learning, obviously, within Chapter 7, and it is on language development. You want to make sure to submit your original thread. That means all your answers, your discussion, your original post by Wednesday, and your 2 peer posts by Friday. All 3 must be on different days. I'm still getting some of you that are posting on the same day and you're not getting full credit for your post. So your original post is on one day, a peer post is on one day, and your second peer post is on another day. They must be 3 different days. So let's go ahead and look at the discussion this week. This is a real good one. This is very important to know because as a young adult, this is something that I did quite often. So I want to make sure that you know the development, the actual the impact that this can have on children. So the discussion this week is it is not uncommon to want to finish sentences when you think you know what the person is trying to say. How can this behavior impact language development in a child? Again, this is very, very important. Um, so I'm hoping and I know you will get a lot out of this particular discussion. So again, the original thread of you answering is due by Wednesday and 2 peer posts by Friday, all separate days. Okay, so I want to also let you know the next Zoom, it's going to be extra credit. We're going to go over observation 2, and that is on March 27th. That's a Saturday at 9 a.m. So I would like you to start going over the observation instructions for observation 2 and come prepared with some questions that you may have. We're going to go through it in detail. If you can't make it, I will record the meeting and I will make sure I put it under 7 and 8, module 7 and 8. The recording will be for you to watch. But again, you're going to get extra credit points to attend and you'll be able to ask any questions. Some of you who did not attend on observation 1, I saw how you were confused. I saw how you had a lot of questions. Well, all those questions were answered at the Zoom meeting. So please make sure to try. It won't be more than an hour. So please make sure to really attempt to attend this meeting. And then also in Module 7, I housed your study guide for the midterm. The midterm is due by April 3rd at 11:59. Okay, we have a midterm and we have a final in this course. I give you a detailed study guide for both of them. Something that's different than for the midterm that is a little bit different than the quizzes is you get two chances to take your quizzes. Your midterm and final, you only have one attempt. Okay. Again, I go through the midterm, I create the midterm, I go through it in detail, and I write the key points out of each question on the study guide for you. So if you print up your study guide, take some good notes, have your textbook there while you're taking the midterm and the final, and you'll be fine. Again, the midterm study guide is in this module, Module 7, and it's actually due April 3rd. So I want to make sure you kind of take some time to look over that. Other than that, that is it. That wraps up week 7 for module 7. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If not, have a fabulous week and I will see you next week.